Hey everybody, and welcome to the fourth video in our series of Flight Rising previews. My name is Brandon Williamson. I am a composer and programmer for the project, and today I'm going to talk to you about the battle system. Before we go on though, it's important to note that Flight Rising is currently in an alpha state, and nothing is final. So let's get right into it. You can find the Coliseum under the World section on the sidebar over here, and it's best to have 3 dragons before you head in, but you can come in with 2 right when you're finished starting your lair. The first time you come to the Coliseum, you're going to find that most options are unavailable to you until you select a party, so let's go ahead and do that now. You'll find all of your dragons from your lair on this side, and you can choose any one of them that you want for your party of 3. They all begin at level 1, but they'll level up soon enough. So let's go ahead and fill out our party of 3, and we're done, so let's head back. We've got some additional options open to us now. We can either choose abilities and stats, go fight monsters, or fight a versus battle against other players. Before we jump in and start busting some heads though, let's go ahead and check out our dragon stats. Taros is a guardian, so he starts with a little bit higher vitality, higher defense, and a bit of strength as well. Charlotte is a fey dragon, and fey dragons begin with higher agility, intellect, and mind power. Fitzgerald is a mirror dragon, and comes with higher strength, agility, and quickness. We'll talk a bit more about stats later. Over here on the left side we have the Battle Stones interface, which each dragon has 10 stones that they can equip at any one time. Think of it as gear for your dragon. The first stone is always going to be an energy stone. An energy stone is used to generate breath. Breath is used for more powerful attacks, which are going to be these 4 here. These next 3 are what are called augment stones. Augment stones increase the stats of your dragons. And the last 2 are accessory stones. Accessory stones have interesting effects like immunity to poison or maybe double attack. Fitz here is a mirror dragon, so he comes equipped with a melee focus. He begins with Scratch as his energy builder, and Shred as his first ability stone. Charlotte, on the other hand, is a caster dragon and will begin with Meditate, which is a more caster-friendly ability, and Contuse. These abilities can easily be switched out at any time as long as I have the relevant stone for it. Like, say I want a melee-focused fey dragon instead of a caster. I can go ahead and assign Scratch and Shred to Charlotte here, lock the stones in, and then I have a melee-focused fey dragon. However you want to build your dragons is up to you. Personally though, I like her as a caster, so I'm going to go ahead and just undo those changes and head back. So we've got our party, we've checked our stats out. Only thing left to do now is find something to kill. So let's go ahead and go to Monster Battle. And our dragons are all level 1, so we're going to want to go to the training fields first. Now if you're a fan of old Super Nintendo RPGs like I am, you'll notice some similar themes here. Over here on the left side we have the turns window, which lets us know whose turn it is coming up. Fitzgerald is the fastest dragon here, so he'll be going first. He has 2 abilities. First ability is Scratch, which generates breath, and his second ability is Shred, which does some bleeding damage in addition to the normal damage, but it requires breath instead of generating it. We start with no breath, so we're going to want to generate some. Charlotte's turn, she has Meditate, which generates a lot of breath but does no damage, and Contuse, which is a neutral magic damage ability that weakens the target, decreasing their offensive capabilities. So their attacks will do less damage if they have Contuse cast on them. So let's go ahead and have her Meditate. Taros is built like Fitz over there, so we'll go ahead and have him Scratch too. It's the enemy's turn. And Charlotte has enough breath now to use Contuse, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Fitzgerald now has enough breath to use Shred, so we're going to use that on a high health target to make sure that we get the most out of our bleed damage. Just continue fighting. And that's it. We win. We're amazing. We get some experience for our efforts, and even a diseased fungus as a spoil of war. And at this point, we can choose to go ahead and go back to the main menu, or we can just keep fighting. So, let's fight. Alright, we've beat enough enemies to level up, so let's go ahead and check out what we can do now by clicking on one of our dragons. We now have 18 stat points that we can assign to whatever stat we like. The higher a stat goes, the more points it's going to take to raise it by 1. Now, going back to what I said earlier, building dragons is completely up to you. If you want to make a guardian dragon that is high in intellect and mind power, go ahead, do it. Nothing's stopping you. Personally, I think I'd like to build my guardian as a very solid type dragon, so I'm going to give him some defense, some vitality, maybe a little agility for dodge rating, some quickness to help him keep up, and some strength to bolster his attacks. Now let's go ahead and stat our other dragons. Alright, let's go beat up some more local wildlife. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for joining me, and keep an eye out on our various social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever, if you want to keep up with Flight Rising news and see when we come out with new videos, fun stuff. Maybe you can even get an opportunity to test the game. Some of you can't wait to play the game, and to be honest, we can't wait to let you play it as well, so definitely stay tuned. And thanks for watching.